2, 1. All right, it's your man DJ Seiko. I'm online with my fly girl partner, Sheena. Introduce yourself, Sheena. Say hi.
Hello. It's your fly girl, Sheena Boston, saying hello on this beautiful sunny Sunday.
It is nice out here in VA. Nice out. And we have on the line with us brother Evan Jefferson of ERGJ. I had to say it. I can't say it fast. How'd you come up with your name, man?
That's my name.
Okay.
Evan Richmond Gregory Jefferson. I've given 4 names. So my mom gave me a presidential name because she knew I was going to be a boss.
Okay. Salute that.
Yeah.
All right, Sheena, I'll put it in your capable hands, girl.
All right, Evan, well, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in business?
Yeah, a little bit about myself. I went to the University of Georgia, graduated with a computer science degree, and I realized I don't really like computers that much.
Okay.
Especially I didn't want to be behind them, all day, every day. But while I guess the quick story to how I got involved, I had started a business probably 4 years before I actually did anything with it. But I just kept renewing the license, but never doing anything with it. I wanted to keep my name, and then about 2 years into, I was working with a Fortune 500 company. The light bulb kind of finally went off. I was a forecaster, which meant that I basically did capacity planning for a Fortune 500 company.
You did what?
Capacity planning.
What does that mean?
Basically, what capacity planning is that I basically tell the company when they need to hire and fire people based off of expected volume, expected workload is concerned. So I took that skill set of basically forecasting out, capacity to actually using that to learn the stock market, because it's a very similar skill set, reading the chart and making educated guess on what's going to happen in the future. And I can do the same thing with weather. Give me a chart and I can read it. So once I started learning that, man, I can use this to make money, I got more, obviously excited and motivated. Let's see my money move up. And so I was doing a lot more, using my breaks, using my lunches to try to make trades. And I was like, this is not going to be efficient because I'm going to lose too much money trying to do this on my break. So eventually I was trying to find a way out of the job, because it still was steady income, but with trading or investing, it's not as steady. It's so hyper. But while I was at the job, also I found a need. One of the needs was that a lot of my coworkers would come to me for advice on what to do with their 401ks and their investments for their retirement. And I was just wondering, like, why is everybody coming to me? So I just took that idea and I started this thing called a retirement review, where I reviewed everybody's allocations, their risk tolerance, and I gave them suggestions of what they need to do to maximize their return. Back then, we were getting about 15, 20%. It was crazy back in 2013 and 2012. So I created that service, and that service allowed me to walk away from my job. So my first service for my business was a retirement review. And I was doing, I picked up a part-time job delivering pizza. I got some background noise. Then eventually turned to Uber, and then I was trading, and I was doing my service, and then I was having my little part-time job. So basically, to kind of break it down for you, Shane, I was working full-time on my job, but I was working part-time on my fortune. And then eventually, I started working full-time on my fortune, and then working part-time on the job. So from there, I was really interested in learning more about money. And then I got to the point where I wanted to teach what I knew to the next generation. So I focus now, my company focuses on teaching investment education to the urban community, specifically targeted at children. And the reason why is because I realize that adults are kids in this area when it comes to money. So I can teach a principal to a 5th grader and still teach an adult at the same time.
Wow. Hey, we had brother Bert Bergen who just tapped in on the call. Bert, you got a chance to check out some of Evan's content online. What did you think, brother?
Exactly what we need. I think I heard one time that the last part of the civil rights movement is economic, is an economic one. So it's definitely very, very, very timely for all of us.
All right, cool. Well, I had a question. I know with all these things you have going on, you took time to create something called Club Millie.
Yeah.
All right. So when I heard it, I was thinking Lil Wayne song, but tell me what Club Millie is, because I might be. I'm in New Orleans somewhere.
Yeah, so Club Millie is 2 years ago we started New Black Wall Street. I'm gonna found New Black Wall Street, and we wanted to start an investment club. That was my initial idea. I wanted to find a way that we can actually practice group economics. I think the best way to do it is an investment club because everybody shares the same risk, the same reward. No heads, no bottoms, everybody in it together.
Wow.
So we started a investment club. We got that started in 2015. And then this year, from that, we learned that there were so many people that were scared to do investment clubs, so they didn't know anything about investing. So we started an educational platform, which is the New Black Wall Street. We grew that from 45 people to now has over 5,000 people in it. And then this year, what I decided to do, I said, well, hey, I want to take the people that's in the New Black Wall Street that are serious, invested in really building wealth, and we're gonna spawn that off and create what I call Club Millie. So our goal with Club Millie is fourfold, but the goal is to help 1,000 people save and invest $1,000 this year. And if we do that, or when we do that, that'll be $1 million that we'll have controllable dollars, and we can walk into any place we want and make demands. Because when you have money in a capitalist society, you got power, you got leverage, and when you have leverage, you got power. And so I don't have to ask anyone now. We won't have to ask anybody to do anything for us. We just pay them to do it. So I pay our politicians to do it.
Wow.
We pay our police officers to do it. I mean, it's like mafia, on the movies or something. I don't know. I'm taking it back to the what's that American Gangster?
Yo, that's gangster. That's gangster.
But it's four phases to it. Just kind of break it down for you real quick. Number one, we're going to do an investment club. We're almost there, about 4 weeks out from our investment club. That's going to be us practicing group economics, building trust. So it's a 40-week thing. So it's the first leg is the first 10 weeks. The second 10 weeks, or the second phase, is the real estate investment group. So that's where we're going to actually buy the block back. Everybody want to make moves about gentrification. We're going to actually stop it. And then number three, the third phase is going to be a peer-to-peer lending club. And that's going to be we become our own bank. So I don't have to go to the bank and ask for money. I just go to my brother and sister, and then we draw up a contract, boom, bam, and I pay them back. I already did a couple peer-to-peer lending deals already. And then number four is we're going to create a venture capitalism, fourth phase. Venture capitalism means we become our own Shark Tank. So basically, at the end of the day, we just finance our own freedom by practicing group economics.
Incredible. Hey, Bert, I just know that these ideas are talking to you, brother.
No question about it. No question about it. No question about it. Economics is the way to go.
Now, it actually is speaking to me as well, and I have a question. Now, I know that it takes a lot of work to build, trust in our community for these programs to really be viable. What things are you guys going to be doing to help build that trust to help those, these programs flourish?
Yeah, well, I disagree with you when you say it takes a lot of work. It just takes a lot. It doesn't take a lot of work. I don't think it takes a lot of work. It really just takes consistency. So what are we doing to build trust? Well, again, it's a 40-week program. So during the program, right? Not even a program. It's just 40 weeks. So every week we have a savings goal. So every week you're supposed to save $25 on your own. If you do that $25 for 40 weeks, you'll get to $1,000. We're walking you through that. Every week we have sessions. So we have I have investment sessions. I have investment classes. We have people come talk to us about these different areas that we're looking to do. So we got people from real estate that'll come and educate us. So it's 3 steps to the plan. Number one is education. Malcolm X said that education is the passport. And investment education it brings back the best return on investment. So that's the biggest thing. Once we become educated, then there's no longer this angst about what we can and cannot do. Now, all through this process, right, Ms. Boston, is we're learning together, right? And we haven't really invested any of our own money yet. We just come together and practice what we call collective thought. When you have collective thought, ideas spark. When ideas spark, now you make all these other partnerships within the club where you might go off and you might start a business with somebody else. That don't matter to us. You know what I mean? Go do what you got to do to be wealthy. But as long as you still stay with the program, we'll all get to where we want to go. So it's more so we meet probably like this week, for example. I got 3 sessions this week. So on Monday, we got somebody come in and talk about cash flow management, how to fix broke. On Wednesday, we got our Dow investment session. That's going to be a beginner's class. We do this every week. On Wednesdays, we meet every Wednesday. Right now, we're going to do the Dow 30. So that's the 30 most significant stocks in America. So we're talking about companies you're familiar with, like Nike, Apple, Disney, and we're just basically working together to find investment opportunities. Why are we doing that? Because by the time we get ready to invest, we want our whole group watch list. So we already got what we're looking at. We know at what price we want to buy, and we've been doing it together the whole time. And then on Thursday, we got a sponsorship course, how to find sponsors to fund your events. So we put on stuff like this every week. And people that want to join, whether they're in the club or not the club, if they're not in the club, obviously they got to pay if they want to come. But at the end of the day, what we've done, Ms. Boston, is this little monthly membership has already weeded out the 90%. What I mean by that, the 90% of the people that's going to talk about the problem versus the 10% that's going to go solve it. Right. So I've already put myself in position with people who are serious about solving our own problems just by a small monthly fee, because most people are just interested in group economics, but only a few are committed to it.
Woo! Mm-hmm. That sounds like what Sheena is doing with the Black Chamber of Commerce in this area called Black Brand. Oh, wow, this is blowing my mind.
Yes, and we need to continue to talk after this because we want to develop similar programs in developing the group economics and so forth, and providing education to the community. So like you said, they have confidence because they have knowledge about what they're doing and what they're investing in.
Wow, you said something on a podcast that really blew my mind, Evan, and you said that united, we negotiate, divided, we beg. No, you said united, we bargain, divided, we beg. That blew my mind, man. How'd you come up with these short little quips that are just so enlightened, man?
I mean, it's just studying money, man. I mean, that's what you see. Like for example, we always talk about let's just talk about getting into, we need to own our own beauty supply. We need to own the whole supply chain, right? Well, what if all the people that got barbershops or all the people that do have beauty supply just came together and formed a co-op, and they went and bought their stuff together instead of competing with one another and trying to buy their stuff separate? So when you get together and you say, you know what, you need the same weave I need, right? We're not competing for the same customer. You on the west side of town, I'm on the north side of town. Why don't we just form a co-op? We all got the same weave. We put our money together. You know what I'm saying? Bank, put together somebody got to be smart with money that we can trust with money. And then now we go buy the weed together. Now what that do? That gives us bargaining power because we're going to buy all of our money together and we're going to buy 20,000 pounds of weed, right? And they're going to give us the best price. But what's happening is I'm trying to get my weed by myself for my store. You trying to get the same weed from the same supplier for your store by yourself, and we all getting a bad deal because we don't manufacture the weed. But when we come together and we say, hey, this is how much we want the weed for, and you say no, well, we say, hey, we're gonna take our money to the other supplier, right? You negotiate, but we don't think how can I work with the same black people that's doing the same thing, and we can get the best prices so we can become more competitive. We all operating in silos, everybody. You know what I mean? Just trying to get ours. But at some point, you gotta say, hey, I'm gonna do what I gotta understand that in business, if I want to go fast, I'm gonna go alone. We all trying to get that quick money. But if you want to go far, you go together. So I just believe that philosophy. So at this point, all I do is I try to go make entrepreneurs. I try to go put money in people. It's so funny, man. I literally create opportunities for a whole bunch of people, and not everybody can see the opportunity. They pass on making money. It's like we're allergic to rich. We comfortable with broke. It's ridiculous, man. We live in America, man. It's every day you walk out, it's an opportunity to fix something.
Ooh, allergic to rich. Wow. You were saying weave, W-E-A-V-E,
yeah.
Not weed, W-E-E-D.
No, weave.
I guess it can work both ways.
Yeah, it can work both ways. It's the same concept.
Woo.
I mean, hey, we ain't about to be legal, so hey, listen, we can talk about that too if you want. But we're actually gonna be talking about the marijuana industry once we get done with the Dow. And so here's the interesting thing. Here's what most black folks do. And I'm sorry, this is how I am. But
proceed.
So we created Club Millie. We provided an opportunity for everybody, whoever want to come in, right? So on the 15th, our membership dues are going to increase, right? And here's what's going to happen. When we increase our membership dues and we show everybody how serious we are, that's when everybody going to join. We always wait. We always the last person in line. We're the last person to become a part of an MLM, and we think it's glorious instead of being the first. We're always the last, which means that we pay the most. We procrastinate. Procrastination costs. So at this point, I just keep moving.
Okay, T-shirt, procrastination costs. T-shirt. Bert, you better jump on it before I do. All right.
And what he told me, he said, everybody doing T-shirts. We're going to do dashiki. You got to put it on a dashiki. That's what he told me, yeah.
Hey, Bert, it's so funny, man, because here's the thing. This is how I got to this. So, in case I didn't tell you everything about me, Sheena, I got ERGJ Enterprises, which brings investment education to the urban community. I opened up ERGJ Black Bazaar. And the reason, because what Bert said, I saw everybody doing T-shirts. And I was like, man, do we got to create another T-shirt? As a matter of fact, we don't even create the T-shirt. We just create the design. So I was talking to people in my community like, hey, who actually gonna go and create the T-shirts, manufacture the T-shirts? If you just learn how to manufacture, you get everybody business, right? Because everybody want to design. Why don't we have somebody that manufactures? So I said, okay, y'all don't want to listen to me. I'm just giving y'all free stuff to go make some money. So I said, okay, we're gonna do something different. And I found a way to get the dashikis, and I showed them, and just like that, everything been popping off. I done went from dashikis to women's wrap dresses, to purses, to everything from the motherland. All because I said, hey, can we do something different? That's it. So, anyway, I got toothpaste, toothbrushes, everything, man. I can't even keep the stuff in stock because it's different. And people are tired of just doing, people tired of spending money on the same stuff. I guess, I don't know.
I see that True Detergent in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is it?
Oh,
top notch, worldwide?
Huh?
I said scale from 1 to 10. How would you rate?
Oh man, this better. This is like a 15. You know what I'm saying? Here's the deal, man. When I start, here's let me tell you about this True, man. Number one is obviously it's AT certified, I mean high efficiency. It's allowed certified, which means there's no animal products in it. It's 4 times concentrated. So instead of using this whole cap, like how black folk is, we don't do that. No, we can't do that.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty.
And then we do that, right? We do that, and we dump that. No, you can't do this. 4 times. All you need is about this much.
Whoa.
Quarter of a cup to wash a whole load. And so when people started hearing that, they're like, okay, then you get a 100 ounce bottle for $15, I mean it's 15 cents per load. Now, when I compare that to our major competitors, the one starting with a G, that one there is 16 cents per load. When I compare it with the big dog, which starts with a T, that one is at 19 to 20 cents per load. Now, what I'm doing here with True, making it even more competitive advantages in the Atlanta area, I do free delivery to your doorstep. So my first customer, right, he was at a Walmart. And he's like, I saw your commercial. I was about to get some detergent. He called me right from the Walmart. I came to the Walmart, met him, and then that was my first sale. So I tell people, man, this stuff flies. Matter of fact, somebody just inboxed me. I just started doing delivery, like nationwide shipping. I figured out a way. What I'll do now is I say, okay, well, because it's so heavy, it's hard to ship. I mean, it's expensive. So if you order online, I give you a discount off the shipping. So he just ordered a case of True in my first case, because I just opened up nationwide shipping. He in Nevada. And he's so serious about supporting black owned that he willing to pay the extra for the shipping. And I'm saying that's how we gotta be. Be to the point where, you know what, right now it might be a little bit more expensive until I can open up my warehouse in California. When I open up my warehouse in California, you better believe it's on and popping on the West Coast, baby. We coming.
What, sir?
Good stuff.
But that's how I get the competitive advantage. So I say, hey, I'm gonna deliver to you, right? Now, what does that do? Some people don't want to do it. Some people just don't want to work. And I tell people, if you want to get, opportunity shows up in work clothes. So I say, hey, what does that do? Some people don't understand. Well, number one, it allows me to shake a hand, right? Them to know who I am, right? That's my brand. Now, when they see me, what else do they see? They see me with my dashiki on. They ask me what I got on, right? That allows me to get free marketing because, of course, I'm going to take a picture with them with my truth. That's free advertising, right? And then they get to use it until they review and all that stuff. All that for me just willing to drive to them to service them like no one else is going to do.
Oh, snap. Oh, I see the beauty in that. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
So here's what I say to people, man. If you want to be successful, man, you got to be willing to do the things today that nobody else is willing to do so you can have the things tomorrow that nobody else can have.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, Dave Ramsey says if you live like no one else, later on you can live like no one else.
You can afford to live like no one else. Yeah. So, but most people not willing to put in the work, man. It's sad. They'd rather, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll rather spend every paycheck. They'll spend $5, $10, go scratch off, you know what I'm saying? And hope for riches and pray to God that they win a lotto. But they won't go learn how to earn. And I get some right now money. See what I'm saying? This right now money.
Woo. All right. So let's say you run into somebody on the street. They don't have any investments. They want to get into the investment game. Let's say they're becoming conscious. How do you work with them?
Well, I mean, it starts with education. So if they don't have any money to get investment gain, they can prepare themselves for when the money comes. Here's the thing, man. Like you don't want to have an opportunity to come and you're not prepared. It's best to be prepared when an opportunity does come. So what you do is you start to get the knowledge so that as you get your money up, you can actually now be in a position where you can actually take advantage of opportunity. But don't wait until the opportunity comes and you never prepared for the opportunity. Then you can't take advantage of it. That's what many of us do. We say, hey, well, I don't have the money. Right? And here's what I found, man. You don't have to have, and money is never the problem. Money is never the problem. See, most people don't have an income problem, my friend. Most people have an idea problem.
Whoa.
Most people don't have an income problem. Most people have an idea problem. And if we just spent our days, instead of watching TV, which is somebody else's idea, and we go to our own dreams, our own creativity, our own imagination, right? Then we have the ideas that we need, that God gives us to go and make a difference in the world.
Wow. So where would I go online to buy your detergent, to buy True detergent?
Online to buy True? Oh, we're on Facebook, man. We got a Facebook shop. You go to True Detergent on Facebook.com. You can, I haven't added it to my shop. My personal website or my Black Bazaar website is under construction. It'll be there soon. But you go to the True Laundry Detergent, and then you'll see us there.
Okay.
That's another thing. I'm glad I brought it up. You don't even have to have a website to make money right now in today's world. Facebook has 1.6 billion users daily, and all we've done is just create a Facebook shop. We got True rolling just like that. There you go.
Okay. I saw RVA. That's right. You mentioned earlier that there's a young lady in Richmond, Virginia, who's selling the True detergent.
Yeah, she's a distributor under me.
What would the process be to become a distributor under you?
We have monthly. We hold an investment session where we go through the process of educating people on what it takes to be a distributor from a for-profit side or to have a fundraiser from a nonprofit side. This thing can work just like Girl Scouts, just like Krispy Kreme, where a nonprofit could actually fundraise with True. And that's the thing. They're going to be providing something that everybody can use. Here's the deal. I tell people, man, everybody washes their clothes. Everybody washes their clothes. So to me, it's a no-brainer. And one of the easiest sales I've ever had in my life is to be able to provide a product that everybody can use, ready-made market. But we hold that session every month. So we just did one, and we're going to have one coming up in April soon. I'd imagine in the next couple of weeks. We'll set that up and send that information out to people. You can follow me. You can follow that page. We'll have the event set up. You can follow me, ERGJ Enterprises. I'll have an event set up as well to be able to let people know that we have our next session set up. That's the group. You don't want to be in the group. I don't know.
Okay.
Just the page itself. But as far as the process is concerned, at the end of the day, it's very simple. One thing you have to determine in your particular state, you have to see whether they require a license or not. In my state, I don't have to have a wholesale license for what I do. Now they do in my state, in Georgia, they require a wholesale license for liquor, for tobacco, something like that, but they don't require it for what I do. So it's just a part of sales for me, or e-commerce store. But if you may want to check with your local government to see if you need to get a particular wholesale license to vend or something like that. And then from that point, it's a matter of, we got a direct connection to the manufacturer. It's a matter of coming to a session, getting the information that you need to see what level you want to start at. For example, this is a $15 bottle. Once we get to 4 bottles as a case, I do a case for $50. And then once we get past a case, the next level up would be to get 4 cases, and then I'm gonna give you a case for free. So I could go through the numbers, but at the end of the day, we're talking about real profits that could be not guaranteed, but you can tell how much you're gonna make because you know how much a bottle costs. So it's pretty simple to determine, okay, well, if I get 20 cases or 20 bottles at $15 a bottle and how much I paid for the bottle, I think once you get the 4 cases, I think you can talk about 50% profit if you sell them all at $15 a bottle.
Wow. Now, have any of the bookstores started, selling the True detergent, or is it?
Bookstore. Well, so here's the deal with it. So the deal is the owners, they want the Black economy to thrive off their product, right? So I just made a deal with a produce store, and now she's a retail location for me, right? So we want the Black business, and the Black entrepreneurs, the Black distributors. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna make deals with the retailers, but I'm really only dealing with the small Black retailers. Why is that? Now, how is that beneficial for me? Well, she was in College Park, right, and I'm in Atlanta. So if I have a customer now, right, that's in College Park on the east side, I don't want to have to go drive and deliver. I can just send them to her. See what I'm saying? So now we're creating a whole pipeline that everybody eat and everybody win. And it doesn't matter to me. I'm not asking for no referral, none of that. Why? Because she's going to still buy her stuff through me when she sell out. So she's going to make money. You know what I'm saying? But if we can keep it simple, everybody eat. Everybody win.
Interesting.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she just became a retailer.
She's kind of fly, too. Okay. Deanna Butler. And so she's where?
She's in College Park.
Okay.
And that's her, she's a Black-owned grocery store, produce store.
So what is she doing with the GoFundMe?
She's just trying to stay afloat. She just went into business, just got the building in September of last year. But prior to September, she had already paid 3-4 months in advance. But the building, she wasn't able to open because of code and signage and stuff like that. She had to invest a little bit more money into it to get the retail location going. And then now that she's 6 months later, she's still trying to, you know how it is when you first get into business, you spend a lot of money into it. So she's trying to stay afloat to get that thing turned around and get to profitability. But she got to dig herself out of the hole.
Okay. Now, with your consulting company, do you consult with your distributors as well to help them become more profitable?
Well, with my consulting company, I work with them on sales. Now, I'm a business coach, a sales coach, and a finance coach. So we do actually put together, strategies to help them with whatever route they want to go. Some people are guerrilla marketers. So my partner, who's in New Jersey, she's a guerrilla marketer, so you can help with that. That's basically when you're going in and you're trying to make deals with your B2Bs. You're basically on the street. You're doing a lot of vending, stuff like that. I'm more of an internet marketer. So when people want to learn how to go e-commerce with it, that's kind of where I help them at. But at the end of the day, I help them with sales, period. I can do either one. I just don't have the time to be in the street all the time. I'm all about efficient. So, but some people love that. That's what they love to do. So we need both because that brings awareness on both sides, on both planes.
Hmm. Hmm. Bert, we've always talked about return on investment with our podcast. Somebody's investing their time into listening to our podcast, watching the YouTube videos. So we need to make sure they get a return on their time investment. So what is something that a viewer or a listener can walk away with after listening to this podcast that's important to you?
Bert or me?
Wow, it was so much. It was really, really, really a lot. I think one of the things I think we often close the podcast with saying that everyone wants to be a part of a winning team. I know for me personally, I recently got into trading binary options, and the light bulb didn't go off for me until I had someone who's done it before. So here we have someone on the podcast who's been there, who's done that, and actually still doing it, and can really, really, for those that are serious and willing to make the commitment, I would say you need a personal coach. You need someone that has the stripes, has taken the hits and has survived to really help you get from point A to point B.
Interesting. And is that something that your company provides, Evan?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, well, we have about 7 minutes left. So let's go ahead and go toward the wrap up, the rapid fire. We'll all do one question until we get down to the last minute. So my question, one of the things that I noticed is that you have the dashikis and the other things in the background. What other items do you sell? Not including the true and not including the dashikis. What else do you sell?
Well, so I recently started a venture called the Black Business Shopping Network. So what I do is I go and I make distribution deals with black businesses. So I have I do black literature. So I got black authors who have made books, children's books as well. I'll show you some of the stuff real quick.
Yeah, show it.
So the first deal I did for Black Business Network was from a tax consultant, a lady who had her book sitting in her place for about, had about 2,000 books, how to maximize your tax refund by a tax professional. And this book here, not only do you buy the book, but she also gives you a free 60-minute session with a tax consultant. I was able to make a deal with her because she just had this book sitting in her, sitting there. She didn't know how to sell it. So some people know how to make stuff, but they don't know how to sell it. And I'm a master sales consultant. I put a deal together for her. And the first night we went live with this, we sold 20 books. Just like that. Because who got a tax book in their library? At the end of the day, right? Who got a tax book in their library? So she's sitting on gold, but she don't know how to get other people to see the value in what she does. So I bring visibility to stuff. So tax book. Right here we got a children's book. The first book is by a black author that teaches kids or introduces kids to the world of credit. So it's the first illustrated book that introduces kids to the credit. And I got the same book for investing. So I got another book just like this to introduces them to investing.
Wow.
I don't know. You got the black owned toothbrushes, medium bristle, $5 there. And then I can tell you the item that I just got that's been flying off the shelf. It's the neem toothpaste. I didn't know that this was gonna be so popular. I was like, man, I just want some toothpaste for myself. And then I got it, and everybody was like, okay, I've been looking for that. It's fluoride free. It's got the neem. It's natural. So that's been flying out of here. I can't find a box to show you right now.
Now I know that the Nation of Islam used to have toothpaste. Is this with the Nation of Islam?
No, this is not Nation. This is the investing book.
No, I'm talking about the toothpaste. I know that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not with the Nation. No, it's me.
Okay.
It's me being creative.
All right.
I'm trying to switch my whole house to black, so I got to find stuff African or black. That's what I'm looking for. So I got toothbrush. I got deodorant now. I got I'm just trying to, as I see stuff that I need, I'm freaking sure somebody else gonna want to buy it. That way I ain't just stuck with it. Now, I don't believe in just holding on to stuff. I got to sell this stuff. So. So I'm just basically focusing on literature, essentials, stuff that everybody gonna use, and just keeping it like that.
All right, Sheena, do you have a question?
Yes, I noticed earlier you mentioned that with True, you want to move to having your own warehouse and distribution. Can you talk about the importance of us as business owners when we produce stuff, developing efficient distribution systems?
Yeah, distribution. Distribution, sales, how you can get it to people. That's one of the most important parts, man. Once you get to this game, it's all about shipping. It's all about getting it to the customer. So when I think about where we are right now, we're on the East Coast in Atlanta. So, and we're in a global economy. Like, I always think global. So how can I get my stuff to you if you in California and it still be price conscious? So I can't. It's going to cost me $20-something to ship this to you. You're not going to want to buy it from me from the East Coast for $20-something. So now I got to think about, well, how can I bring a warehouse, something over there that's going to be able to distribute and service those customers in another part of the country. But then not only that, it's important for distribution because of redundancy. What happens if my plant in Atlanta goes down? You right? I'm not out of business if I got another plant. I can just ramp up production at the other plant. But if my plant goes down, I don't have another plant, I'm out of business, which means ain't no money coming in until we get the plant restored. So even from a redundancy standpoint, we got to grow. I mean, we were put on this earth to grow. I mean, we're supposed to be multiplying. Everything that we do should be multiplying. So I just think like, okay, well, how can we make this work? So I'm thinking warehouse. Okay, we're going to have a warehouse. And in my warehouse, I'm going to have a whole bunch of black products. I'm going to be showing people how we can sell their stuff for them and help them out.
All right. Well, look, we have 2 minutes left. Bert, why don't you ask the last and final question and then take us out of here, brother?
Well, brother, you're doing the dashikis. You got the toothpaste. You got the toothbrush. You got the deodorant. I'm guessing you got some soap. How do you keep everything organized? How do you keep ERGJ organized, a well-oiled, and efficient machine?
Wow, fantastic. Well, it's not just me. It may look like it's just me, but it's not. I got a team that we work with. We do inventory consistently. Inventory is key as well. Managing your stuff. I got a book coming out, by the way. That's not it. I got about 8 streams of income. Let's not play. But but it's about teamwork, man. So I got a lot of people that believe in what we're doing, so they're willing to pitch in because they see where we're going. And when they see where you're going, when they can see the vision, then they know, okay, well, I'll give a little bit now because I know I'm gonna get a lot later. So the question I got to ask everybody, are you willing to sacrifice now for a greater later? And those are the people that I look to join my team. Are you willing to sacrifice now? I can't pay you everything that you worth now, but best believe I'm putting together a model that will take care of those who were there from the beginning. And that's just what it is. So people are willing to help out. I'm looking to expand at this point where I can bring on, hire more people. Not just hire more people. I don't want to hire people. I want to put people in a position where they become their own boss. I want to set them up for stores. I want to set them up to, you know what I mean? When I talk about True, I got distribution in Virginia, and Augusta, and Albany, and Alabama, working on Texas and Tennessee.
Wow.
For my African store, I just put 2 people in business, one in Texas and one in South Carolina. Right, so I just call me Mr. Opportunity. People don't come to me with their money problems; they come with me for money solutions. That's it.
Well, real quick. I think we got 30 seconds. I need those 2 books. I have 4 children. The Wesley Invest book, and I need the Wesley Credit book. So to point me in the right direction.
Oh yeah, just once we get off this thing, basically all you got to do is just text 678-851-2400. If you want the Invest book, just text the word invest